I think you have started one more batch, right? SQL.
Yes, we started one more batch at 6 o'clock, and from today we are clubbing that batches.
Yes, yes.
That's the reason I had to give you holiday yesterday, and I had to, balance the two batches. So don't mind. From now, we will be on time from 7 to 8. Correct.
Okay.
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 All right. So let me share my screen. All right. Whatever topics we discussed till now, is that everything clear for you guys? If you have any doubts, you can ask me. Is everything clear? We are discussing operators and clauses concept, right? I hope everything is clear for you so far. I'll just continue with the class. So, what was our last topic?
Divya,
Mm-hmm.
what do you mean by that integrity constant?
Integrity constants is nothing but all this primary key. We have foreign key and we have unique key also. I will discuss about the unique key in the interview questions. Whenever once our all the topics is done, in the
Okay.
interview questions, I will discuss about the unique key. But all these constraints together called as integrity constraints. That is actually one of the interview question. I will explain you in while whenever discussing our interview questions.
Okay.
Basically, normally in all the SQL batches, what they will do once we are done with the SQL commands, they will start the topic as integrity constraints, and inside integrity constraints topic, they will explain primary key, foreign key, and unique key. All the three keys. I already explained primary key and unique key for you. So basically, what is the definition of integrity constraint and what is unique key? We will discuss at the end.
Okay.
All right. So
Today we need to discuss about like operator, I believe.
yes, correct. So in the last class, we discussed about in operator and between operators, right? We are done with and operator, or operator, between operator, and in operator, correct?
Yes, yes.
And we are done with order by clause. Any more clauses did we cover? I don't think so, right? Yes, only order by clause. In operator, in the sense, as we know, if we want to display the multiple values, multiple, I can say, character data values, we can give the, whenever we are using in operator, it will match a list of the values. Here I said I want to display the data for rating is equals to G, PG, NC13. If it is numerical data, we can use between and, right? But for
Yes, yes.
character data, we cannot use between and. We can use or operator, but all the times we need to write the conditions. So
Yes.
instead of that, directly we can use in operator. Inside, after using in, we need to write, we need to give the list of the values inside the brackets, right? Basically, we will call between operator, technically we will call it as range operator. And in operator, we will call it as membership operator, correct? Sheikh, I didn't explain you these points in the previous class. So once again, listen to this. We discussed between operator and in operator, right? Technically, we will call the between operator as range operator and in operator as a membership operator. To just check you or to make you confused in interviews, they will ask you like, explain what is range operator, or just explain about membership operator. They won't ask directly like, tell me in operator or between operator. They will ask indirectly like this. And the definitions for range operator is used to retrieve the data within the specific range of values, right? if we are want to display the data between 10 to 20, 12 to 30, 12 to 18, like that, if you are giving any range of values, we will use between operator. And if we want to, match any list of values, we will only give some list of values. And if we want that values, then we will use in operator. I guess till here, everything is clear for you, right? Everyone?
Yes, Devi.
Great. Now, next we have like operator. One second, guys. This is, I can say, one of the most important operator, especially if you are into, let me open a new file. I'm saving this file. Let me write it as topic 3 only. This is part 2. I already uploaded this file, right? So if you are planning to start your career into data analytics or any data science field, this like operator is the most important operator which you will work on daily basis. Okay. Basically, in data analysis or data engineer field, what we will do, we will specifically search for the patterns of the data. Okay. So for that, we will use like operator. And there is one more concept called as, what is that? Regular expressions. Those two topics is especially very important for data analytics and data science field. Okay. And of course, like operator, not regular expressions, but like operator is useful. We will use in another domains also very frequently. So let's see what is like operator now. So first, I won't say the definition. Let me give you some examples. So let's fetch any data we have. Like operator. So let me just display the data from customer table. We have customer table. I think this is visible for you, right? Select start from customer. See, if you observe here, we have something called as customer table. In that customer table, we have first name, last name. Like this, we have many columns, right? So if I want to display the data, whose particularly like first name starting with M, we have Mary, we have Maria. Like that, I have many names starting with M letter, right? If I ask you the question like, fetch the customer details, fetch the customer details, or else fetch the data of the customers having first name. We have first name column, right? Separately. First name starting with M. Any letter is fine. I'm writing it as M. Okay. No. Okay. Starting with M. Okay. Okay. So whoever name starting with M, I want to see only that data. At that time, we will use like operator. Basically, like operator, what we will do by using like operator, we will, search the pattern of the data. If we want only one particular kind of data, we will use like operator. Here, I want particularly all the names who starting with M, right? In that cases, we will use like operator. How to use that? In like operator, basically we have two, I can say wildcards. We have two wildcards in like operator. First is dollar and not dollar, percentile and underscore. Okay. These two are wildcards. We will call it as wildcards in like operator. Okay, what it means in the sense, this is percentile symbol, right? Percentile symbol in the sense, whenever we will use percentile symbol, that means any number of characters. Okay. Whereas this is underscore symbol. Let me write it here. Underscore. Okay. This is percentile symbol. You can understand that this is underscore symbol. Okay. If we use underscore symbol inside like operator, that means only single character. Okay. For now, just if we solve some examples, you can understand very easily. But for now, just understand we are using like operator, and inside the like operators, we have two wildcards. One is percentile and the another one is underscore. Percentile in the sense any number of characters. Underscore in the sense single character. Now, my question is, I want to display all the customer information having first name starting with M. Okay.
We
So
need to
how?
use percentage, I guess.
Underscore.
Right.
Like
Right.
select star from customer where first name like M percentage.
Correct. Perfect. We need to write it as select star from customer. Table name is customer. So here what I'm saying, I want to display the data. I'm giving some conditions. That's the reason first we will use a where clause here. Okay. We will use where clause. That's it. No. I'm mentioning the condition as first name should start with M. That's the reason I will use where clause. Inside the where clause, I will write first name underscore name. See, we need to write exactly how it is there in the column name. We have underscore in between, right? If I don't write this, it will throw me error stating that column doesn't exist. We need to write as it is. So I'm writing first name. Now I will use like operator, and I'm saying my
Divya,
name
you are
should start.
not visible.
What is not visible? My screen not visible for you?
No,
Yes.
it's visible one.
Visible.
Okay. If anyone cannot see, just check your connection, okay? Or else try to check your connection and try to reconnect. Okay, so I'm saying my first name should start with M. So I need to use like operator here, and inside the like operator, I need to use like this percentile M. Okay. Sorry, M percentile. See here, what I said, we will use like operator to search any pattern of the data. Here I'm searching for the pattern of name, first name, starting with M. And I said underscore in the sense it will just, tell me only one underscore in the sense it will use only one character. Percentile in the sense any number of character. That means what I'm saying, in my first name should be like first letter it should be M, and after M there can be any number of characters, right? First letter should be M, and then I can have any number of characters. Let's execute this. You can see all my first names I got as, all the names starting with M, and after M I have any number of characters. In the first I have 3 characters, then I have 4 characters, like that. Whenever we display percentile, it means it can have any number of characters. Is it clear? Let's solve some more examples, then you can understand very easily. It is very simple. Okay. Basically, we will use like operator to find the pattern of the data. Let me write the definition first here. Like operator used to find the pattern of the data. That's it, right? Because we are here also we are finding pattern of the data, and however pattern will be, it should be the first name should be M, right? particularly this pattern we are following. I want all the all the names starting with M, right? So like operator is used to find the pattern of the data. Now let's see some examples. If I say fetch the data of the customers, let me write. Fetch the data of the customers having first name starting with M, starting and ending with M. My first name should start with M and and it should end with M also. How to write this?
M%M.
Correct. Select. See, starting with M, if we talk about any word starting with M and ending with M in the sense, that will be like mom, mum, like that. Anything, right? It should be anything in between. Any number of characters can be have, but at the first and last letters should be M. Right? In general, I'm asking like that. So here I want to display in my first name only, there should be M first. I mean, starting and ending characters should be M. That means I will say simply select star from, what is this, customer, where first name like. Till here the concept is same, right? Here what I need to do, first I need to give the codes, and inside the codes I'm saying my starting letter should be M. In between I can have any number of characters, and my last ending character should also be M, right?
Sorry, ma'am. This M should be case sensitive, or it can
Anything is fine. Anything is fine. If you observe, previously I wrote small letter.
Okay.
Then also it worked. Now I'm writing capital letter wantedly, just to let you know it is case insensitive. However we write, it will work. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So first letter should be M. In between there can be any number of characters, and the last number should be M. Let me execute. See, I got only one row. Starting is M and last is M. In between I have some characters. Something like Miriam. The name is Miriam. Okay. Did you got my point?
Yes.
Let's see how underscore will work. Okay. So as I said, underscore in the sense only single character, right? So let's see one example. Select, not example, directly I will execute one query. Select star from customer. Okay, where first name like. Here I'm saying I want to display the name in the form of T underscore M. Here what it will be? I want, this indicates that T underscore M in the sense my complete word is only 3 characters. T is the first character. In between I want only one character, and M should be third character. It's like, how we can get, either we can get Tom, Tim, like this. If we have any names like this, we can get like this, correct? Basically our requirement is in between T and M we should have only one character, because we mentioned only one we mentioned underscore. Underscore indicates single character, right? Am I clear? Guys, this is very important topic. If you are, if you have any doubts, if there is any confusion, please ask me.
Ma'am, but how we can use, in which way we use this underscore case? What's the use basically of underscore?
See, whenever we are fetching any data, like, basically in data analytics especially, we want to we will find the patterns in the data. According to the requirement, according to the question, we can frame it. We will see some real-time use cases also, like, we need to find some particular pattern in the data. In that cases, we will use like this.
Okay.
We will see in regular expressions concept, we will solve many examples at that time. Automatically you can understand. See, if I say particularly I want this data only, then like that, if let's execute this and let's see. See, I have two names like Tom and Tim, right? If I want this data, this particularly only this, for example, I have, my client is a big university, like we have some clients like maybe Prometric, if you are familiar. Uh, there will be some clients where they will maintain many university datas, where they will, their work will be like, they will, if we write any GRE, TOEFL exams, we will write in any one website, right? So in such websites, they will make us write many exams and they will maintain many university datas. So they will have many student information in their database. If they particularly want to search only, any particular pattern of the data, they will use this kind of like operators. Like I just said randomly one example in any of the, any domain, like in any, irrespective of, in any client, any of our client, whenever we are, extracting the data, if we want any particular data in any particular order or in any particular pattern of the data, we will use like operator and regular expressions. Let's solve some examples, then you can understand. See, I guess this query you got it, right? T underscore M in the sense, underscore in the sense only single character. That's the reason I got like this. Clear?
Yes.
Let's see some more questions. Suppose if I write two underscores here,
The last character should be mentioned.
yeah, if not, see,
Hmm.
like this. If we don't mention, if we want only first particular character should be M, and and afterwards anything in the sense cannot no need of mentioning any last character. In the same way, we cannot no need of mentioning first character also. Like it, depending upon our requirement. See,
Okay.
if I say only, I want all the names, just last character should be M. Starting any character is also fine for me. Then I can use like this, right? Uh, at the starting, I'm not mentioning anything. I'm saying that I can have any number of characters in in front, and the front towards the left side, I can have any number of characters, but at the end, I should have only M. In that case, see, we are getting like this. Only last character is M, right? We can have any number of characters
Okay.
before M, like that. Depending upon our requirement, we will just use this. Okay.
Okay.
Previously I used only, you're welcome. I used only one, one underscore. If I use two underscores here, what this means?
Two words, two characters
Obviously,
in
two
between.
characters we should get like this. Any character we should get, like any character we should get, but at the end we should have M. In
Okay.
between, we should have exactly two characters. If we use percentile, we can have any number of characters, but if we use underscores, each underscore will, take one character like that. Okay. Let's see, I'm not sure whether we have such data or not, but let me see. We don't have any such data. So I didn't got any output here. I just randomly wrote like this. If we have such data only, it will display, right?
Yes, yes.
Or else. One second. See, suppose we have Mary, M-A-R-Y. I can write it as M here, Y here, in between two underscores, right? See, it is displaying Mary like that. Okay. Accordingly, according to our client's requirement, see, particularly when, in which cases we will use this like operators, in the sense, they will ask us, client will ask us, they will mail us to find any particular data. At that time, according to their requirement, according to how they want the data should be, how they want to find the details, according to that pattern, we need to write this operators, like operator. Okay. Is this clear, guys? We will solve some more examples in what we call regular expressions concept. If you want, you can also solve some examples by, in either, we have many platforms, right? Online platforms like HackerRank. You can just solve, you will get some idea. Sweta, any doubts?
Yes, Divya.
Yes, please.
If you are using only underscore M,
Mhm.
okay, what will happen?
Only underscore M.
Yeah.
It will just display like first letter should be anything, like here. If first letter should be anything, I mean, my
Okay.
letters should have only, I mean, my word should have only two letters like this. First should be anything and the second should be M,
Mm-mm.
like this. Basically the output should be like this, right? First letter
Okay.
can be anything, second letter can be M, and we need to display only two letter word if we use only underscore and M. We don't have such data. That's the reason we are not getting anything. But basically, we can, we need to if we want to display like this, I mean, if we write like this, the output should be like this. First letter can be anything and the second letter can be M.
Only like two underscores can be given or 3-4 underscores given. And the
Anything
fourth letter
can be
can be
given.
M.
Any underscores can be given. That should be count, like,
Okay.
like this. In between also we can give 3 underscores if we want to display like this. Any underscores we can give, any number of underscores we can give. Just the thing is, one single character, for one single character, we need to give one underscore. One underscore indicates one character. Percentile indicates any number of characters. According to our client's requirement, we will just frame that accordingly.
Divya, is there any other alternative operator instead of mentioning underscore for each letter?
No, not in like operator. We have that in regular expressions. At that time we will learn. But if we want to use the like operator, we need to use either underscore or percentile. Only two operators, only two wildcards. Okay.
Oh,
We
oh,
have many wildcards in regular expression. At that time we will learn it.
okay.
So basically what it happens, basically our clients don't have any technical knowledge. They will just give us the question, what is their requirement? So according to their requirement, we can either use like operator or regular expressions. That is none of their business. The end of the day, they want only the output, right?
Yes.
So whenever we saw their requirement, whatever concept comes in our mind first, that we will use either like operators or regular expressions. The concepts are almost same. For pattern matching only, we will use regular expressions as well. But
Okay.
in that, we have some different wildcards, and we have multiple wildcards in regular expression. We will discuss in that class.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you,
Especially. Okay, Sweta. Especially for this concept, for like operators and regular expressions, please practice some examples in online. You can able to relate it very easily. Okay. Now, let's see another clause. Is like operator is okay for everyone? I guess you are clear with this.
Ma'am,
Yes.
we can use like underscore M modulo also, like
Yes.
both
Yes.
operators can be like used or not.
Of course. Of course.
Okay.
Actually, that is a perfect question. We can use both. This indicates first letter.
Should be blank.
First letter can be anything. Second letter should be M, and after M we can have any number of
Any number
characters.
of letters. Okay.
Let's execute this. See, first letter can be anything, second letter is M. After M, we can have any number of characters, right? Good question, Pritesh. I forgot mentioning this. We can use both the wildcards together as well. Okay, we can frame as we wish. Here you can see Amy, Amanda. First letter is can be anything. Second is M, and after that we can have any number of characters. Like that, we can. Suppose I will use like this also we can use. First any number of characters, maybe last but one character should be M, or I can say D. Okay, let's see this. See, we got many outputs. First, any number of characters, last but one, because last character should be anything. We are saying last character also anything is fine, but last but one should be D. Correct? We can use in any way. We can use all the two wildcards in at a time also. Okay.
This is nice method to fetch the data.
Correct. A very easy
Interesting,
method to fetch the data, because clients will be they know what is their requirement. They will ask us directly to find this kind of pattern in of course in sales also. See, this is all about the customer data. If you're talking about sales, if you want to see any pattern in the inside the sales, we can use like operator very easily, and we can find all the data very easily. Especially data analysts will use almost daily, they will use any of this, either like operator or regular expression. And if you are applying for any data analyst role in the SQL, 60% you will be asked about joins, 20% you will be asked on either like or regular expressions. They will just give you the scenario. You can use any of that.
Okay.
Like that it will be. Okay. Next we have limit clause. If you remember, on the previous day, I was discussing about sorting the data. If we want to sort the data in either ascending order or descending order, we will use order by clause, right?
Correct.
So at that time, what I said, like if I want to see top 10 sales, then at that time, what we will do, we will sort the data according, with respect to the sales column, I will sort the data in descending order. But in my question, I'm saying I want a particularly top 10 only, right? At that time, I said how to do this. I will explain it later, right? So we need to use limit clause. Let me give an example, then you can understand. See, first, let me explain you directly what is limit. Limit clause in the sense, use it to limit the number of records we want to see in the output. See, suppose I want to see only 5 records, I can use limit clause. For example, let me use the same table, select start from customer. Okay. See, this is my customer table, and if I scroll it down, I'm having 599 rows here, right? Suppose if I want to see only 10 rows, I can use limit. I can say simply limit 10. So I'm saying by using limit clause, I will limit the number of records which I want to see in the output. If I want to see only 10 records in my output, I will use 10. It will go in the sequence. First 10 only it will display. Okay. See, I got only 10 rows, right? Previously I have many rows. Now I got only 10 rows. If I use a limit 5, it will display only 5 rows, like that. If we want to display any particular number of rows, then we will use limit clause. In the same way, as I said, let me use I'm using payment table. In payment table, I have amount column. So I want to fetch top amounts here. So I will use order by clause. Let me write the question. Fetch the details of payment table by sorting amount in descending order. Okay. This is my question. I'm saying I want to display the payment details table by sorting amount in descending order. That means what I will use here, select start from payment. What I will use? Order by amount, right?
Yes.
Because I want to sort whenever we want to sort it in any of the ascending or descending order, we will use order by clause. And I'm saying I want to
Yes.
sort. Mhm.
Yes.
DESC limit.
Correct. I'm saying I want to sort it based on the amount column. So I'm using order by amount, DESC. That is descending. If I just execute this, it will display all the data in the descending order. First, I got all my 11.9, like 10.9, 9.9, like that. I got all my data. How many rows I have? I got all the data. But now if I want to see only first 5 rows, this is not that correct actually. If we talk about sales, suppose imagine this is my sales column. Okay, so here, or else imagine I'm talking about any employees table. In that employees table, I'm having salaries. I'm having salaries from 50,000 to 10,000, suppose. Okay, I have about almost 50 rows in the employees table. I want to see only top 10 high paid employees list. Okay, I repeat, I have 50 employees data, and for that 50 employees, I have salary column. I have my salaries ranging from 10,000 to 50,000. But I want to display top 10 highest paid employees. That means highest salaries of the employees. At that time, what I will do, I will use select star from employees table, order by salary, DESC, and I will use limit 10. At that time, only top 10 rows it will display, right? In that way, I can able to see top 10 highest paid employees details, right? Here also, if I say limit 10, it will display top 10 rows only. But here, amount we have 11.99. It is just displaying top 10 as 11.99 only, but it will display the customer ID and payment ID details for us like that. Did you got my point?
No, did you repeat it again?
Okay, I'll do that. Suppose here what I'm saying, my question is fetch the details of the payment table by sorting the amount in descending order. Okay, descending order, but display only 10 records. Okay, or else display only top 10 amounts. If my question is like that, first we need to sort the data by up to here. If we sort the data in the descending order, it will display the data amount in the descending order, but it will display all the data. Suppose if I have 100 rows, it will display 100 rows. But in that 100 rows, I want to see only top 10 rows. In that time, we will use limit clause along with the order by clause. No voice, guys. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Little bit sound is
Low. Okay.
Yeah, it's sounding like you are talking from very far.
Okay, I'm just connecting to my speakers. And guys, if you cannot properly hear me, please tell me, okay, immediately. I'm connected to my...
Yeah, now it's clear, ma'am.
That's clear? Okay, great. So what I'm explaining here, if we want to sort the data in the descending order, here what I'm doing in the payment table, I'm sorting the amount column in the descending order. If I just execute only these two lines, what it will do, it will sort the amount in the descending order, but it will display my complete data. If I have some 1,000 rows, it will display 1,000 rows. But if I want to see only top 10 rows, we need to use limit clause along with the order by clause. Then only we can see top 10 amounts.
Okay.
Here 11.9, we actually the problem is we have 11.9 for many columns, so it is showing top 10 11.9 only. That's the reason I'm you know giving you one example, that assume we have employees table. Okay, in that employees table I have almost 50 rows of data. Okay, I have my salaries of my employees ranging from 10k to 50k, suppose. Okay, now I want to see top 10 highest paid employees of my company. Okay, at that time what I will do, I will just imagine this scenario. Okay, now I cannot show you this output, but just imagine. I hope you got my question here, right? We have employees table, 50 rows. In that we have different salaries starting from 10,000 to 50,000. But I want to see top 10 highest paid employees. In the sense, how I will write the query: select star from employees. Okay, order by salary, because based on the salary column only we are sorting the data in the descending order, right? If I just execute these two lines, what it will happen, it will show me all the 50 rows of data in the descending order of salary. First 50,000, next suppose 45,000, 40,000, like that till 10,000. It will show me all the 50 rows of data. But here I'm saying that I want to see only top 10 highest paid. So I will use limit clause here, limit 10. It will only show me top 10 rows. That means top 10 highest salary of the employees details it will display. Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. So this will be, I cannot execute now because we don't have such data, but to make you understand, I wrote this. And one second. And one more thing, what I just said you, suppose from payment table, select star from payment. Okay, limit 10. If I execute this statement in payment table, I'm displaying that I'm saying that I want to display only 10 records, right? I have 10 records. If you observe payment ID from 1 to 10 I got, right?
Yes.
So here limit clause, by using limit clause we have two use cases. The first use case is that if we want to display any particular number of records, we will use limit clause, as we saw first. Right, if we want to limit the number of records we want to see in the output, like in the output, if I want to see only 10 records, we will use limit clause, right? And the second use case of limit clause is that by using limit clause we can skip the values as well. That means here in the payment ID you can see from 1 to 10. Okay, instead of first 5 records, if I want to display next 5 records, okay, that means here I'm having 1 to 10 records. If I want to display only from 6 to 10 records, I want to skip first 5 records here, then also we will use limit clause. Okay, by using limit clause we can even skip the records. Okay, let's see, let me show you how to do that. Select star from same table, payment. Okay, I'm saying I want to display only 6 to 10, right? So at that time, what I will do, I will directly write it as a limit. Okay,
I will write 5, 5. I will write like this. I will write 5, 5. This is one parameter and this is second parameter. Whenever we give two parameters after limit, what it will do, it will skip the first parameter values. That means first 5 values it will skip and next 5 values it will display. Let me just show you this output. Then let's see another example also. See, first 5 it skipped, it is just displaying me second 5. I mean from 6 to 10, right? If I write 2, 5, what it will do? See, I got starting from the 3. That means it skipped first 2 records. Payment ID 1 and 2 got skipped. From 3, I got next 5 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Am I clear? This is basically 2 parameters. So when we write like this after limit, whatever value we are giving in the first parameters, that many records it will skip. It won't display. It will just ignore that. It will skip that. And the next parameter, how many values we will write, that many rows it will display. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. It will skip the number of rows in first parameter and displays the number of records in second parameter. I guess you got my point, right?
Yes.
So in this way, if we want to skip any records also, we will use limit clause. Okay, let's see. If I want to there is film table, select star from film. I will see first the data inside this. I have film IDs, right? I have film IDs till 1000. So if I want to see the film IDs only from 10 to 20, okay, then what I will write? I will write 10, 10. It will skip first 10 records, then it will display. Or else if I want to see the film IDs from 11 to 15, that means I will use 10, 5. First 10 rows it will skip and the next 5 rows it will display, right? In that way we will get 11 to 15 data. First 10 it will skip and the next 5 records it will display. Okay.
Okay.
Any doubts?
Yes.
Understood, ma'am.
Great.
The
Next.
maximum 2 parameters we can give, right?
Yes, only 2 parameters we can give. The first parameter it will skip and the second parameter it will display. Okay. And the next and the last clause will be, I guess, is this the last clause? Oh, distinct. We have one more clause called as distinct clause. Alternative rows, yes, but not with this concept. We will see it in another concepts. Okay, we will see it. Like if we want to display every alternative row like 1, 3, 5, 7 like that, what we will do in going forward, we will cover that concept. And next concept is distinct. So basically what distinct is in the sense, it will display unique values, right?
Yes.
Used to display unique values. See, basically what it happens here, for almost every column, we already created primary case, correct? Guys.
Yes.
Hello. Guys, let's see what is distant class tomorrow, okay? So, Sheikh, don't attend tomorrow 6 o'clock batch, okay? Come attend for 7 to 8 batch only. All right?
Okay, sure.
Great. Everyone, let's meet tomorrow. Let's see what is distant class in tomorrow's class.
And Divya, last one question, Divya.
Yes,
if you
please. Yes, please.
Divya, as you said that you have experience around 5 to 6 years in this domain.
Correct. Right.
What is the best method to keep all this syntax in mind, Divya? Because I am different.
Yeah, I understand. With practice only, Munish.
Yeah,
No
okay.
other option. But I can say one thing. In interviews only, we need to remember each and every syntax. While
Oh.
working, obviously, we will, maximum we will depend on either Google or we have many resources out there.
Okay.
So we don't ever need to worry. But in interviews, definitely nowadays, previously, like to be frank, when I entered into this field, in that time, no
Mhm.
one asked me practically. Everyone asked me about, to explain joins. We need to just give the definition and we need to write the syntax only. But now
Okay.
from last 3 to 4 years, the concept, the situation is entirely different. They're directly giving you real time data. They're saying, for example, just
Okay.
imagine this is the employees table. I have this many columns, I have this much data. What will be the output of the inner join? Then you need to literally write the code
Okay.
there. So for that, you need to practice each and every concept. But at the end, I will tell you on which concepts mainly to focus to crack the interviews.
Okay.
And it doesn't mean that you should not, you can ignore other concepts, but mostly like 80% of the interview questions will cover those concepts only. So with practice only, we can do this.
And one more thing, Divya, especially in SQL developer,
Mhm.
our duty only is to fetch the data according to the client requirement.
That's it. That's it. We need to maintain the databases. If the client need any changes, we need to update the data. We need
Okay.
to fetch the data. That's it. Only database.
Okay. Okay,
All right.
Divya.
Okay.
Thank
Bye.
you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank